Hey everyone, I'm Diego and I'm one out of 3 triplet flames who are rainbow star people, and welcome to this YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. So I just want to talk about something that's been on my mind that I want to share with all of you. I think it's really important as humans for us to come to a place of self-acceptance. And if you don't accept yourself and you don't do things that align with accepting yourself, that'll just lead to feelings of depression and discomfort. So I just want to briefly share a story with all of you. Several years ago, I dated a man who was gay and vegan, and we were in a 2-week monogamous relationship. And I ended up feeling really depressed. And I couldn't figure out why I was depressed until after I got out of the relationship. And I realized that eventually, this was about a year after or so, I eventually realized that I wasn't monogamous and I wasn't happy in the relationship because I wasn't monogamous. And I couldn't figure out why back then, but it wasn't until I realized that I was able to live a more satisfying life. And I don't date people who are monogamous, which narrows my dating pool, but at least I'm living in alignment with, who I am. Anyways, most of my family accepts me for being pansexual and biamorous. There's only one family member of mine that really doesn't think a polyamorous relationship will work, but she's monogamous, so she doesn't really understand. But for me, monogamous relationships don't work, so I don't really have that option. I want everyone to remember that orientation is not something that you can choose. It's not something that you can change. It is something that you're given by Creator or by whatever you believe in, by the universe, by a higher power. Your orientation is something you're given, and it's not something that you can just change. And it's important to live in alignment with your orientation. So when I'm talking about orientation, I'm talking about like being straight, being bisexual, being pansexual, being gay, being lesbian, being a certain gender, being polyamorous, ambiamorous, monogamous, any of these things that I mentioned, or, anything else I didn't mention that includes an orientation. All of these things are valid. Like, you can be straight and monogamous, you can be gay and monogamous, you can be polyamorous and bisexual, like, you can be any of these things, and it's okay to be that. It's okay to be what you are. And, I think it's important to accept that. I think it's important for everybody to accept who they are and to live in alignment. Like, you can choose who you date and you can choose how many people you date, but you can't choose your orientation. You're given your orientation, and your orientation is not something you can change. And if you don't date people according to your orientation, if who you date does not align with your orientation, you're just going to feel depressed and you're going to feel uncomfortable. So it's important that you date according to what your orientation is so that you can experience joy. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed listening to this video. I came out as pansexual and biamorous and polyamorous back in December 2024. I thought I'd just bring up this topic a few years later to help support people who are going through a difficult time in accepting their own orientation. If you already accept yourself and you have a supportive family, you consider yourself lucky. And if you don't have a supportive family, find people who do support you. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Peace out, much love, and may you all be free. Mwah.